happiness and success, family. This video is for anyone out there who wants to be more loving, who wants to improve the quality of their relationships, someone who wants to be able to build rapport and just become a better quality person, really. So let's dive straight in. So this video is primarily about love, and a lot of people misconstrue some things as it relates to love. So there are different types of love. I agree with that. The love that you have with a stranger, with an acquaintance, is different to the love that you might have with a relative or a sibling, and the love you have with a relative might be different to the love that you have with your friends, and the love that you share with your friends might be different to the love that you share with a romantic partner, someone with whom you're married to, perhaps, these sort of things. Okay, so there are different variations of love, but what I'm talking about is the mindset of love, and what I will share with you is the difference between egoic love and true love. Okay, so egoic love has to do with the form, your physical form. Egoic love is about possession. So if you buy a gift for someone, that is, deemed in our culture as being romantic, but that is more egoic love. That is an exchange. Okay, that is love expressed through physical means. I bought you flowers, I bought you chocolates, I bought you this. This is ego, and there's nothing wrong with doing nice things for people or buying them things. I'm not advocating stopping that. Everyone watching this is, listen, my boyfriend buys me all these things. You shut up, Alex. I'm not saying that. It's absolutely fine. But that is egoic love. That is love based upon conditioned consciousness. That is love based upon your ego, your identity, who you are. And you start to walk around and go, this is my partner. Look how lovely he or she is. And you start to think things like this, or my partner does this for me. It makes me feel this way. And that's all beautiful stuff. That's absolutely fine. But that is egoic love. Getting into a relationship. This is egoic love. Constantly. When people have to say things for you to feel a certain way, for example, if you have to say to someone, I love you, that is egoic love. You talk, essentially the ego is expressing the emotion of love. And again, that's a beautiful thing. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with saying that you love someone, for example. But there's a massive difference because true love is more about feeling. And it's actually the absence of words, and it's actually the absence of your ego. Because where there is egoic love, there is fear. Fear of losing your partners. Fear of your partner going away. Fear, and not just romantic love in the example, that kind of ideal that I shared with you. Love in many forms. Love is in the love and adoration you get from your fans, or from your clients, or from your business partners, or from your peers, or what have you. That's still all egoic love. That is, love me. Look at, see how good I did that presentation. You see how good that meeting was. See the product I created for you. That's a need. That's egoic love, right? That's something that is physically being orchestrated, created, talked about, concerned with your reputation, with feeling significant, with feeling like you're part of a troop. That's all egoic love. That's fine. That's beautiful as well. Nothing wrong with that necessarily. But what I do want to share with you is the importance of what is true love. And true love is about true acceptance and being in the present moment. Now, you can experience true love when you're looking at the Grand Canyon, or when you are on a plane and you're looking down at the earth, or when you're looking at the beautiful ocean and the lovely palm trees, and the way you feel, and when you look at these sort of things, you start to pay attention more to your sensory data as well. You start to pay attention more to the wind, the breeze. You start to pay attention more to the lovely smells of the salty ocean, for example, and start to pay attention to these different sensory inputs. And that means you're being more and more in the experience, and you're not thinking, you're just being fully present and really appreciating those beautiful things. And you can get this experience when you look at a baby. And there's no judgment. You look at a baby, you're just connecting from soul to soul. You look and you see how cute, and you look into their eyes and you look how beautiful. And the same, if you're looking into the eyes of an animal that's beautiful, or something that's really sweet to you, and you're looking at it and you're like, that's pure love. That's not your conditioned consciousness. That's not your personality. That's not egoic love. That's just a pure heightened sense of connection. And there's unity there. When you look at a baby, when you look at these kind of like a kitten or a puppy, for example, when you're looking at these beautiful states, when you're looking up at the sky, that's an ineffable thing. There's no fault involved. You're not thinking, I hope that the stars love me back. And you're not thinking that. You're just in the moment, fully present, nothing but love. And that's your unconditional love, if you will. That's unconditional love. And that unconditioned consciousness is what we're after, because when you experience those blissful states, and when you like I said, the examples that I gave you, that's pure love. And the key thing I want you to do is be able to take those feelings of love that you experience, those kind of blissful, beautiful states, and be able to bring that to your normal world. And to not judge, and to not criticize, to not be harsh, to not belittle or disparage anyone or yourself, to not put high expectations on others in that regard, because that's not acting out of love. Now that's either egoic love, and it can even just turn into conditional love. You do this for me, and then I will give you love or value or appreciation or money back. That's conditional, isn't it? There's a transaction of sorts. So the key to really feeling united, developing your own consciousness, so that you can, because when you communicate with someone and you're sitting there and you meet someone for the first time, there's something so much more profound that happens. And again, it's very ineffable. Like, have you ever met someone before and you immediately thought very highly of them, or you really enjoyed their presence, their being around them, or vice versa? You might have met someone, there's something not quite right about that guy. That person doesn't seem quite nice to me. I don't know what it is, the energy I didn't pick up on. That's because your consciousness is, your own consciousness is looking to connect with someone else's consciousness. So there's a lower meaning here of personality communicating with personality, words communicating with words, these sorts of things. That's a base layer. You can build rapport by mirroring, copying body language, analysing their body language. These sorts of things are all well and good as well. That's appropriate to an extent, but there needs to be something deeper. And have you ever felt that you can sit in silence with someone in a conversation and you feel comfortable? And you just, in that moment, you're just looking at each other and you're just fully relaxed. And you don't have to fill it up with words. You're not putting pressure on yourself to fill up with words. That's when your higher level of consciousness, that unconditioned consciousness, connects with someone else's. There are no words. It's just presence. It's just connection. And it's unity. In those moments, you are very much united with someone. And that's what we really need to look for in our personal relationships, in our intimate relationship, in our relationships, generally in our relationship with ourselves. Always being grateful, always being appreciative, and operating from that higher level of consciousness, as opposed to operating from your conditioned consciousness, operating from your personality, your identity, what you have, your possessions, what you don't have, what you're lacking in your life, what this person has more than that above you. That's all lower surface level thinking. We're looking for that higher level, and that's the key. That's the key to true happiness. That's the key to experiencing love more often. And the more you're able to give love to others, the more you are able to accept love yourself. And you don't need people to do things in order to feel connected to them. Because when you experience that level of love, you now see yourself in other people. And that's when you remove things like sexism, racism, any form of discrimination because of someone's age, colour, background, ethnicity, political stance. These sort of things aren't important. You go above that. And when you are operating at that level, you start to see yourself in everyone. You start to see everyone as like a baby, essentially. Someone who's obviously grown up and learned certain patterns and stuff, but you're still connecting at that kind of, I wouldn't call it, let's call it fundamental level, of where you're seeing yourself in every single person and living thing. And that's what unity, and that's what synchronicity, and that's what connection is all about. And people can feel that energy from you. And this is going to make you appreciate and value and love yourself even more. And it's also going to make other people feel more connected and loved with you. And this is how you can start to improve your quality of life in every single aspect. Because now you're operating from the highest level, where you're not judging, you're not preoccupied with your reputation, you're not trying to outdo other people, because there's nothing to outdo. Because we can all experience this very amazing, beautiful, blissful state of consciousness, and it's free. And that's all we ever really need.
So if you appreciate this content, you want to know more, you might want to get my book, The Art of Power, Happiness and Success. You can get it at Amazon. You can also get it at my store at www.alexgemstore.com. Hope you really enjoy it. I hope you gleaned a lot from this video. Have a great day, stay strong, and ultimately stay present. I'll see you soon.